22nd or 23rd, 2005. Palm Springs, Bill Butler's house, by the pool. Mister's going strong. We're having a barbecue. I have to do that. Well, it's a vacation.
Right.
Yeah.
It's illegal.
Hello, Charlene.
Hey, Steve.
This is fun.
Candy.
They're wonderful,
Kyle.
dog.
Incredible.
Oh,
Richie.
And back
well, right now I'm
to
dog
Steve.
sitting.
Steve.
Steve, new to the
They're
desert.
dog
Steve.
sitting.
Steve is learning all about everything that's going on here.
Yeah, that's good.
There
That's
is
a good
a
thing.
Absolutely.
French
We're
bulldog.
having a little piggy stuff.
Toulouse.
And wine.
Wine is always good.
Necessary wine.
Absolutely. Here's Bill.
Not a personality.
Tom manning the grill as usual,
Right.
if I remember New York days.
I don't know that I did as much then.
I think everybody pitched in on the grill in those days. And it looks like corn on the cob and chicken. Very nice. And the sun is setting.
Special this year.
Getting very pleasant. Temperature is really coming down a bit.
There's no story.
Salad, garlic bread,
There's no story there. It's like,
Yeah,
here
so
is the truck
booze?
right there.
booze, and some watermelon.
And
Little bit.
It's a huge
Okay, we're
story.
gonna be
It's
eating
something
very
that's
soon.
happening and been happening.
Kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
I only had 2 glasses of wine, so I cannot.
What did you say?
I guess I wouldn't describe it as sober, but I'm not smashed.
5-second rule
Well, give it time, give it time. Now this is service. They're cleaning the corn for us. Oh, the pool is lit up. Looking very nice.
We probably should leave it on for presentation, but
Why? You made it?
Pasta salad. We have a feast going on here.
I can vouch for that.
What a nice evening.
I'll take a chance. I'll take a chance on the pasta salad.
And Candy made me pasta salad.
We have butter here.
Okay, I'm putting the camera away, much to everybody's relief.
I don't think, can I this one?
So it's 11:30. We've discussed politics.
Lots of politics.
Richie fell asleep near the pool.
I'm revolving.
He's revolving. And we're supposed to be up at what, 8:30 tomorrow?
When you develop the film, it's not actually on the film.
Okay. I'm keeping the camera off Bill. And so it's 8:30 tomorrow. We're going to take a trek.
8:30 tomorrow.
8:30 tomorrow night. We're headed to Indian Canyons, which is on a preserve, I guess, or tribal land. And Candy's going to be taking us on a trail to see waterfall, just to give an idea of what the terrain looks like here. We're passing the largest oasis in the world.
Fall back in there. Get to it there.
Waterfall.
And just see all the way across the desert floor. But it's very hazy today.
So we're not far from the actual waterfall. This is the trading post. Rattlesnake habitat? Some view indeed. Seeing these rocks on a rugged path. Surrounded by mountains. I think this is our next trail. That is another oasis.
What are they? Your air
That's
conditioners?
where we're headed. This is another canyon. Different rock formations. Okay. The water was,
Wash this all out.
wow. And that's what's left.
I just love looking up at them.
It's a terrific hike. Get a sense of the terrain here.
Water.
As long as we don't run into any rattlesnakes, I'll be happy. View from the top of the trail here. The stone houses. You have to watch where you walk here. A lot of large anthills. Incredible rock formations here. This is the trail. Well, here we are at Steve Bedeau's house. Gonna have a peek inside. Huh? Is this his house? Hi.
I was expecting the guy who was coming to do the evaporator cooler.
We drive it by the other way back to the house.
I know you're not ready for company,
No,
but
you could come back and do this one I picked up.
oh, this is beautiful.
They just got back from the store, so I had to go do a little grocery shopping, and I'm waiting for the guy to come and repair things.
They're not here yet, huh?
No.
Is that the time? 10:50?
Yeah.
Wow, nice. We're starting with a tour.
Kiddie pool?
Kiddie pool. And
Oh, that's wonderful.
that's the jacuzzi.
Not a bad life out here.
No, it's pretty good. Oh, that's
Kitty.
what cat is that? That's a red doll.
I never saw it.
I'm wired.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh,
Painting I got. Oh, we should show them.
And who is that?
Nadia. This is Nadia. Nadia is very talented. Go over. Yeah, she's a talent. Here we go. But she's not long enough, so every once in a while, we stretch her out.
Well, the history of
A lot of stuff from my late partner's business, because I'm still wandering around.
what the heck is that?
It's like a little guest
I thought that was
This
the
is
end of the
fantastic.
house.
This is great.
There was more.
But wait, there's more.
The movers call this the booze room.
This is great.
That's nice. Yeah, this silly little bar. I got all this fun poolware now. It's all
Yeah,
plastic.
oh, that's the way to do it.
Yeah. But this has a little refrigerator and microwave and a little sink.
That's
so.
great. A little bite of lunch before we head out and go to the museum. A bit of watermelon. I think it's a brisk 105 or something out there.
103 I think today. Don't try this at home.
Parking in the shade, nothing better.
Car. You know, we'll get a cab home.
So we're going to the museum. The Palm Beach Annenberg Collection Museum? Something like that.
And Stuart Williams again, you know, the Idris House.
Architect of the museum, Stuart Williams.
Fabulous building. Right time of day, the building is built on these two blocks that are angled, which are
designed to reflect obviously the angles in the mountains, so that they and the rock and so forth is local stone. So again, to reflect the mountains. Beautiful. Great. Kirk
His
Douglas,
house is-
but it looked nothing like
This
they
was
tore it
Kirk
down.
Douglas's house,
Yeah.
but then the
They
owner
tore
of
it
the
down
local
and then built
CBS
this.
affiliate just
Yeah.
tore it down and created a
Built this.
mausoleum.
Wow, it's huge.
So I mean, this cocktail party, you know, it's a very A-list cocktail party. I'm talking to this guy, and he says, I asked him where he lived, and it was one of these streets right here. And I said, oh my God, you live close to that monstrosity they're building. And he goes, I'm designing that.
Oops.
Off the list, Bill.
Off the list.
These were always motels, but now they've been sort of restored as really swanky motels. This is really lovely.
The motel's been, it's, you know, obviously from the 50s, and then they bought it, and you know, they built all this structure and so forth. But,
And look at the views. That is Albert Frey's home. And he also designed the one next to it. And we're going to go into a room.
Yeah, all this paper.
Oh,
the little kitchen in there is like fabulous. Is the same thing. My friends, Michael and Teddy, took over that whole one down there for a family reunion.
isn't that cute?
Isn't it fabulous? Kitchen area? My friends from New York.
It's like what
Whenever I have friends come
back
back,
in Twilight.
wow, that was his second house. It's called Frey too. And the front section here, just the very front, is his bedroom, which is actually open space. But his bed is built. The headboard is a huge boulder. In fact, you can see the boulder. Okay.
Be careful
And the
laying
lights-
down.
And the light switch is embedded in the boulder.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
High slope.
And awesome.
It's immaculate.
Oh, this is
It's
great.
awesome, right?
This is amazing.
When they first opened, that space over there was like a general sitting room and so forth, open for everyone. But then they turned it
Up the
into
Albert Fort.
yeah.
Somebody has fantastic taste.
Yes.
Yeah.
These things have really show.
No, actually, I mean, every piece is just down.
Oh, yeah.
We had a nice afternoon by the pool. We have a watch cat here going on.
It's the neighbor's cat.
Neighbor's cat. And we're at Steve's house for a drink at his famous tiki bar. And then to Wang's for Chinese food.
There's one cat.
Bar.
It's a very, very silly bar. This one is more like it, yes. So I maybe walk a little bit further there.
Sorry, Bill.
Camera away.
Yeah, here's my perfect place for the mysteries right along.
Oh yeah, sure. Well, actually, I would also go along that. You can run it all the way across there.
Yeah.
It'll cool that room. Oh, you got a seven.
A nice pool.
Oh, you get cool that room
And a hot tub. Not bad.
all the way across.
all the way.
I bring it all the way across. Not here.
One more step up.
That wasn't a wheel.
So
Some drinks.
here's my silly bar. This was.
But it's a guest room with bar in it.
Yes, exactly. Nice. The guests can just get hammered on.
Yeah.
You don't even have to see them.
Yes. So actually, I need to get the ice.
Well, we've had some nice drinks. We're feeling the buzz. Now I'm going to embarrass everybody at Wang's.
Good. On to the next.
Especially
on to the
Bill,
next
who doesn't want to be
victim.
videotaped. And the cat is still keeping a watchful eye on the house. Must be very pleasant up there. Chinese food, hooray, hooray! And there'll be 5 of us. Catherine, Richie, Bill, Steve, and me. Here at Wang's, we're starting with spring
Kind of
rolls,
sweet and sour would be.
hot stickers.
Documentary.
I'm taking you.
Even worse.
It's even worse.
Even worse.
I love taking pictures of the food.
Let me go ahead and
No, she wants you in the picture.
Yes, oh yes, oh
What is
yes.
the lunch thing
What's your good side?
If it's not obvious, don't ask the question.
the compound shrimp and scallops.
This one is,
Okay,
that's
that
mine.
goes there.
Don't photograph my food.
Lettuce wraps over here.
Ah,
Goes to
very
the
nice.
to the
Very
piece.
nice. What the heck is that? That's the lettuce thing.
Lettuce wraps.
Did you order a head of lettuce?
Put that in the lettuce.
We have curry chicken right here.
Curry chicken.
Curry chicken.
Curry chicken.
And sweet and sour shrimp and scallops.
That's there.
Right here.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Desert dust.
Where does the dust come from?
Everybody's cleaning up a storm. With sand.
Look at this.
We're heading up to Bill's house that revolves. That should be interesting. And I just have to take this tree. This is like the most beautiful tree. Purple flowers, so brilliant. And look at that skyline, as they say. We're headed out to Bill's house. I guess it's on the outskirts of town. You see all those windmills?
Off in the distance is Desert Hot Springs,
Yes.
the city up there, which is best known probably for
No, I'm not.
oh, thank you. For a resort called Two Bunch Palm. And if you
We are literally right outside of town. Well, Bill says this is part of town, but this is a house that Bill bought.
The guy who actually built it designed it. I've already given away my TV rights. Floyd D'Angelo is a businessman
But you kept the opera rights, right?
he's a businessman from LA, and
built it possibly as a getaway.
And this house revolves. Oh, wow. Look at that. Now I see.
hard to believe it's 25,000.
Looks like it's revolving right around there.
They're walking around.
Yeah, this is the Joshua tree.
That's it.
This is
It's Joshua
what that
tree.
park is full of.
Well, we saw one, that's enough.
That's it.
So,
I don't need more than one.
It's a great little backyard. Scrubby.
It's about 2 acres here, I think it says. And then I think it's basically the line of the power line there. And then everything on
Wow.
the other side is unbuildable. So.
Well, look at the view, huh?
Oh, yeah.
You see the view
Yeah.
up there?
The view.
Wow.
I'll show you in a minute.
Built like a carousel.
The power, it also, so the original air conditioner was underneath the house. It had to ride with the house.
yeah,
So it was hung from the floor.
Oh.
So that had to go back under there.
And it's hanging from the floor again.
Yeah, it has to. And then the power, the original breaker box was up under the floor, which is an odd place. If they ever had a breaker go, they had to go underneath and flip it. So somebody got tired of that, and they brought it and put it on the outside. It's that right here.
Well, that's a good idea.
No, bad
It
idea.
wasn't a good
Oh,
idea.
bad idea.
Not a good
Okay.
idea at
All
all.
the wires got extended from that breaker box to the new one, right across the track. Like so it would never move.
Oh, okay.
So
Now
I had
I
to take it
understand.
back, put it underneath, but I just put like a big junction box and then brought the big breaker box inside where it needs to be. So all that had to be done before we ever even tried to move it. Nothing was here that told us.
Huh.
We didn't have any of this here. We had the structure, you know, the wheels were on place. We had no idea the size of the motor. Or, you know, this is where it definitely was. You can see where the power line everything came through the track. Here's another door. Watch your head.
Oh.
Oh, boy.
when I guess it was the guy who was working on an HVAC was here, this gentleman pulled in one day.
I need to pull back and get a larger view of this. This is amazing.
This guy pulled in one day.
Well,
You know, it was the 90s.
that is amazing.
Right now, the one final thing you need to do is get it lovely. Build a, like a garage door.
Huh. You could avoid direct sun.
Somewhere about there, I guess. Not too far, no. No, we had one day I was working on something out here.
Fly battle zone in here. The flies took over in 2 weeks since I've been here.
Oh,
that's
look
great.
at this.
This is
You have to understand that this is all original. The only things new in here are the carpet and the lights. Everything else is exactly as it was because the paint was baked on, you know, just like
Is
an
this all
all
sheet metal or
It's all aluminum.
aluminum?
So the paint was baked on, you know, like a car basically when you built the house.
Wow.
So the only thing that we had to do, although it was this process for the boys, was
I'm getting this all in.
originate.
It is just
Must be a lot of this
wonderful.
is warm in here. Overwhelmingly
Yeah.
warm.
Well, you think it'd be
French refrigerator. It was in perfect
I don't know how you
order.
I made the mistake of leaving it oriented ones with that.
Oh,
Step on the
this
fly.
door, I can't hardly open it. Cute little bathroom.
Smokes.
So you lay here?
So this is the other side of the bathroom. There's a door, and then this is a closet.
What is this?
Closet, I guess?
Or a little tiny
So
bit?
no, that's actually supposed to be the bedroom, but the
Yeah.
closet is in there.
This is a bedroom?
Yeah, this is supposed to be the
Oh,
bedroom.
this is the closet.
That's the
So the closet within the closet.
This could be the den.
Place for the bed, you know.
Yeah, that's a great
spot.
Oh, absolutely right.
The original
So then-
stones.
Now, so the original carpeting was this. So these benches, this is what the floor was.
Wow.
And I didn't like this, so I didn't recreate this. But I left this because the nickname for these four is John, Paul, George, and Ringo. Since they sat here.
Oh,
Yeah, they stayed here.
in 65 in the house.
65. So we call them John, Paul, George, and Ringo. We don't know which one split the bar one. Probably John, because he was the heaviest.
Some view. Now, Timothy Leary was here. I didn't get that on tape.
It was a lot of work. I mean, the guys, it was hurt so
Oh
bad.
boy,
they had to-
jolt.
But I would defy anyone. No one has ever figured out which panel it is that they repainted. There were holes in the walls where people had hung up pictures, you know, with
Yeah.
nails. You know, you would hang up nails on a
Uh-huh.
wall.
Help!
Fill that in. I had 50 people here one day, and of course I only allow
Help! Help! Help!
Earthquake!
I only allow like 10.
This is zero escaping, so it requires no water. It's
Now that-
natural,
Now that that's for
and
sale.
it's just self-sustaining.
You're gonna have to hide it, so-
Ah, that's great. Now we're going to see some other incredible sights in this part of town.
Between her and that in terms of her
And you can't build
Cottage that
new.
has that
No.
for backyard,
No.
and there's no building.
Oh, there's no more. Yeah, no
And
possibility.
stop for 1 second. This is fabulous. This house, I don't know what the house looks like, but one day I was here a couple years ago, you know, we were out working, and there was a for sale sign out here, and it said, you know, up 2 bedrooms, and I could hear a lot of construction noise going on. The sign was posted, you know, on the side of the garage, and as I drove out and drove past, a hand opened up the gate, crossed out the 2 and wrote a 3. Full shot of them.
Oh, that's.
With a shot of the house.
So we're gonna go right here, this road right here.
Okay.
This is a room?
What the hell? Oh, for rent.
It's such a classic.
It's all like little Adirondack cottages,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which is designed to prevent that from ever happening again.
Oh my. It's out of place.
That was just, it was so shocking.
This is a Disney house?
Tucson.
And
This house was hand built. I mean, look at the work on it.
the Brothers Grimm.
It's right out of the Black Forest. I mean, it's just so fabulous.
Wow.
It looks a little Gaudi-ish.
It looks like Gaudi.
Yeah.
You think,
Yeah.
yeah, that looks like Antonio Gaudi.
Isn't that great?
Maybe he's still alive.
He's just living in the desert.
He's living in the desert. That's right.
Flowers here. I've never seen the cactus flower like
They
that.
smell?
Oh,
They must smell.
Flowers.
That's beautiful. I've actually never seen it. I've never seen it flower.
Wow.
I mean, look at the roof line. Isn't that fabulous?
that is fabulous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
I mean,
vista.
it's rented. You know, it's like so.
Wow. This is the Bridge of Thighs, connecting a nudist hotel to a nudist condominium. And the reason why it's the Bridge of Thighs is that you can walk naked from one to the other, and nobody can see you from the street. We took a trip to Desert Hot Springs, which has natural hot springs that are often above 100 degrees. And this is the Beat Motel. William Burroughs, homage to William Burroughs. This is the Airstream outside, Steve's car, and the entry into the motel. Desert Hot Springs is a poor town. Most of the people who work in Palm Springs actually live in Desert Hot Springs. There's a little sign.
Look for the sign.
Yeah, come on. Desert Hot Springs Motel. Where they built,
1957.
and they had like over 200 of these up here in the heyday of DesertOt Springs. So they were just little kind of mom and pop operations around the pool, which is a natural hot mineral water pool. And that, we have
It's
some way
renovated
of
from a
adjusting,
crack
some
house.
miraculous way of adjusting the water that I don't know how to do. We have these two old farts who come in and play with all the bells because it comes out of the wall, out of the ground.
140 degrees out of the ground.
Well, up here, they've mapped the entire area up here, and by temperature. And in some areas it's 100 degrees, other areas it's boiling.
The owner worked with Burroughs for 20 years as an assistant.
None of the drugs, no.
None of the drugs.
So
So this is.
this is a kind of the little
This hotel
TV
resembles the
lobby.
hotel
It's already
in
got the TV,
Morocco
but
where
it's all
Burroughs
again,
wrote Naked
Burroughs
Lunch.
did all of these what he called shotgun paintings, where he cut out things out of plywood and strap spray cans to them and then blast away with shotguns. And so he did a lot of that.
Don't come near him when he's working.
Well, he
That's
did
right.
a whole series of shotgun paintings and also just shooting paintings where he would do sketches and then start shooting at them. He was not the first to do that. Nicky de Saint-Fiel did that, like I think 20 years earlier in France. But,
Sure.
but he thought about doing it. Of connections with even creating art, working with artists. But
So
Steve bumped
to
into
the right is the owner.
Burroughs,
And from the left.
Atomic Machinery Company
It
building.
was Ginsberg.
And they were both wearing.
Here's another room.
Oh,
man.
Are you kidding? Oh, that's unbelievable.
This is the library. It's actually the original owner's unit. The model for these structures, these hotels, it was a mom and pop operation, usually a retired couple, and she would be the hostess and he would be the fix-it man. And so this was the living room, dining room, kitchen, bedroom, and that would have been the office. So now it's been converted
Bedroom.
into sort of the communal area with the library that's in complete disarray right now.
It's a dream machine.
But Geisen designed this to be a meditation device, and he and Ian Somerville calculated all of this, and you would sit there and close your eyes and stick your nose right up to it, and the shadow flickering would create a meditative state. And so Burroughs would use that all the time.
All the drugs, what do you need that for?
That's right.
And he also
Exterminator.
Yeah, and what's kind of interesting is that out of that whole painting, they kind of selected that one little element to be the cover.
Wow.
That's great.
You buy the book, you wouldn't have a clue, right?
Exactly.
No, you have
This
to
is
lift
the
it up and
nudes?
hold it to the light. That's the
Oh.
only way you can see it. They're
Jeez.
fabulous.
Yeah, we've got just all sorts of stuff. Like this is one of
Okay then.
of Harold Chapman's pictures
Oh, that's a
of the
famous shot, right?
the original
Sure.
Beat Hotel in Paris that was demolished in '63.
Isn't that a famous photograph, or was that maybe another one I'm thinking
No,
of?
no, that's
Pottery.
Is that the one?
Oh,
there are
Oh, there you go.
there are
I don't know if I can capture that, but Yeah.
Well, if you turn it around.
And then the other.
Myself staying.
I'm going to check a couple of these rooms.
Yeah.
They all have a beat
The
motif.
Butler, unfortunately, no longer has a pool. It's lost that. And so the Butler
Guests come up here. Guests will come here.
Oh, this is lovely. Oh, wow. Look how big that is.
And so,
Little dining area. Kitchen. Oh, it's connecting to another room. Love the lamps. This is great. You would never even know it's here. Here's a third room.
Typewriters.
Oh, yeah. Just the furniture is just wonderful.
Burroughs did all those
This
prints
is
or
Burroughs,
paintings.
not
Yeah.
with a toilet plunger, I hope. Upstairs, second level. This town is really poor.
I guess if we see a key, then it's okay.
Yeah. Now, glass doors. I love the old-fashioned typewriter in every room.
Because you're inspired.
Yes.
It's got views.
I guess heroin's good for you. You live to be 86. Not bad.
Yeah. Yeah. That's amazing.
Look at this, and it's connecting
Can't
to
really
another
do that
room.
very often.
Hold on.
With heroin addicts.
So rooms connect pretty